All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is September 6th, 2020. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Hello, boys. It's your guy, Pokemon Trigger Please. How you guys doing?
How's it going, my good man?
Ooh, it's been good. It's been good. I have been pretty excited with all the rare PvP Pokemon, for sure.
Rare PvP Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
Yes,
they're uncommon, I'll tell you what.
Definitely. So, just as always, we want to remind everybody that we are part of the Professor Network. Please check us out at theprofessornetwork.com/PurifiedPodcast, where everything we do, our mission to make sure that people get the news, updates, and all things related to Pokemon Go. We also have great people that work with us, and they are a wonderful family to be working with. So thank you so much, everybody in the Purified Podcast, or not Purified Podcast, but the Professor Network. They're definitely doing their work there.
Thank you.
Yeah, always. But anyhow, we're here to talk Pokemon Go news. Thank you so much for joining us once again. We also like ranting about Pokemon Go because we love it just as much as you do. So, I guess it's time to shift the gears on Clink and recap what we have. Chris, what you got for me today?
Let me take a look. I don't think I have any new hundos for you.
Really?
Sadly.
I know. I think I'm in the same position there.
I'm pretty sure I got a new shiny. Oh, yeah, I got two. The other night, I decided to go out and just kind of hunt. And, right when I left to visit my friend so we could go ride around, I got a shiny Ammonite, right away. I was like, I already have you, but it's nice to have another.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got another shiny Tentacool. I was like, this isn't one of the event spawns. What's going on here? I mean, I love it. I love that Pokemon. I think that's the second one I needed.
Right? Yeah, that's pretty good. I do need another Tentacle for sure. But for me, at least in the shiny count, I got a shiny Lotad because of the events, which we'll be definitely talking about it. I think I had the family, but if not, then I definitely have the family now thanks to that. I did get another Shadow Shiny Ekans. And I'm just like, just give me the coffin. Just give me the coffin.
That's the one I want.
I know, right?
I have the Ekans also. Not two.
I know, right?
But, dude, I need that coffin so bad.
I know, same here. So, those special Chinese kids, I don't know if we talked about this last time, but I know my Gold Plus went crazy the other day, and I got a shiny Reinhorn and a shiny Alolan Rattata from
Saw that.
just a while. But I was actually pretty crazy because, I was at my house, I got the shiny in my neighborhood, and then I went to Publix. And then I Go Plus the other one. I was just like, okay, Go Plus, you're going crazy. Can you please give me another good shiny? Although
Something new?
Yeah, no, the Rattata actually completes the family in the Alolan Rattata. And then, of course, the Reinhardt was just the Pokemon I needed to catch anyways. So.
Oh, yeah.
But because it is the Purified Podcast and you guys are watching this live, if you're watching this live, of course, let's do an evolution. I mean, we do have a couple Pokemon here that we can do evolutions on. So I haven't really done the Ekans yet, so might as well. But let me check which Ekans is good because I want to just evolve the best shadow one here. This one has to look like to have a little bit of PvP IV, so let's go ahead and get that going into a Shadow Arbok. Shiny Shadow Arbok. That's pretty good, right? Should be coming up and kaboom! Okay, that's actually pretty legit.
I dig it.
Yeah, nice little golden with the dark ominous shadow thing in there and everything.
I was gonna say the red eyes actually add to it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know how much it would, but yeah, it looks really nice with the yellow.
Definitely. Oh my god, my game just froze. Nope, there it goes. Let's make sure that I just want to make sure before we continue with the podcast how much I can. No, don't purify that. Goes into 1500 at least, closer to 1500. Ooh, 1496. That's not bad. It keeps on it for sure. So
interesting.
But I won't spend the status just yet. It's gonna be kept as a favorite for now.
I was gonna say if they give it a buff, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that's for sure. And now it's raining the game, so that's good. It is interesting. It is interesting. But yeah, so shiny wise, I mean, we both lucked out with a couple of shinies, and then of course the hundos. But definitely something that we always want to check because I mean, if you guys have any shinies to show us off, check us out on our social medias. We definitely would love to see such great stuff. So real quick,
I see them posted in the Discord. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Real quick for everybody that's here on the live stream, thank you to I think Terry. No, because Terry is always part of our live streams. Anima and Dark Sage for coming into the podcast, and also Mouse Illuminati. So thank you so much for coming, guys. We really appreciate it. So, how about we get into our research topics because there's a lot to talk about today. Definitely.
Let's get right into the news.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
So we want to get this part of the news out of the way quickly because it's already been part of the event since I don't know, a week ago at this point. No, not even that. It's been what? How many days has it been since this event started? September 1st. Actually, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, that's when... Because it's the month of September, we have so many news, and I definitely think that we couldn't cover it last week because the moment they announced all the details of the mega events that we're going to be talking about this right now, happened literally the day after the podcast went out. So I was like, okay, I guess we'll talk about it next week. So we have more to talk about. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. So
every time.
This is happening right now, live in the game. So the Mega Evolution dropped for Mega Pokemons. But we have a Mega event in September that's going to cover us. We did say that, you know, the dates were going to happen for 3 weeks entirely. But now this is what we're happening. So from Tuesday, September 1st, at 8 a.m. to Monday, September 7th, which is actually tomorrow, which actually, you know, if you have at least one more day to do this, go ahead and do it. Your goal will be to complete as many Mega Raids as you can, gather Mega Energy to Mega Evolve your Pokemon, and take down powerful raid bosses like never before. If trainers win 2 million Mega Raids before the event ends globally, they'll unlock Mega Pidgeots in Mega Raids. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy when it comes to Mega Raids right now, mostly because of the whole fiasco that the Niantic thinks that they're making more money from this. We're gonna get to that. We'll definitely get to you guys' complaints and everybody in the podcast today. But that's because, I mean, all of this information has already been set after the actual release of Mega. So whatever we're talking about this right now, it's all set and done. They were already planning this probably months ahead, and they wanted to make sure that everybody was enjoying, you know. But they have not acknowledged that this concern is of the community, so they'll definitely have some fixes that we'll be talking about in the podcast. But for now, this is what we're gonna be having, just because it's already a set done event for the rest of the month of September. So features for this week's, that's ending tomorrow for sure. There will be an increased number of Mega Raids, which we have seen. There will be an increased attack bonus from friends in raids, which is a nicely addition. Events exclusively research focus on raid-related tasks will be available for a limited time, which they gave us, of course, the one for Mega Energy, which unfortunately, it's only 5. You can, going right into that, you can receive Mega Energies for Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise by completing the limited event exclusive field research. The following Pokemons will appear more frequently in the wild: Abra, Magnemite, Execute, Rhyhorn, Tangela, Electabuzz, Ammonite, Aerodactyl, Murkrow, Trico, Torchic, Lotad, and Roselia. That's a lot of Pokemons.
It's a weird mix.
And then the one that everybody loves right now, if you're lucky, you may run into a shiny Lotad. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. Lotad has been shiny for a while now. I don't know why they put it in this announcement.
Inserts Pokemon.
Oh my
Guys,
God.
they released shiny Lotad.
Oh my God, everybody go wild. Okay, yeah, sure. So,
no.
Just like I was saying, one of the things that I feel like they needed to do is put Mega Energy into field research. But we got into the event, and literally the rate of how many actual field research for that Mega Energy appear in the wild, it's really low, like extremely low. And Silk Road did actually do a little test after, 600 Pokestop spawn or something like that. They only acquire a number of points, 67 or 60 something %.
Really?
for people to actually say that they actually get the quest, um, which is really bad if you think about it. But we do know that this weekend specifically is the raid field research one. So we see the raids for winner raid 1 raid, week 3 raids, week 5 raids, all those stuff. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. But the other part that actually comes to this is that it only gives you 5 mega energy at a random mega energy price. So if you want Charizard, you're gonna have to get the percentage between all three of them, between Venusaur and Bulbasaur, and just like you're kind of killing it here, trying to fix this. And I don't know, Chris, what do you think?
I do have to say this kind of answers one of my questions as to how you were going to Mega Evolve them after the raids weren't there anymore.
Right.
So we'll see if they up it, or I don't know. Like, after they get rid of the starter megas, I don't know if we're going to keep having them. So are we going to have to go out and get quests for them, or is there going to be another way to get them? It's definitely scaring me.
Well, there is something that will be changing, and we'll actually be talking about this later, of course, about the changes that they're actually planning to do for Mega Evolutions and how the free-to-play player can do it without having too much trouble with raids. So don't hold on to your Pokeballs, because definitely we're definitely gonna get some more information on that in a moment, in the future for sure. So that is technically the whole event. It's nice because almost every single Pokemon that we mentioned there in the wild is shiny available. So we have shiny Abra, Magnemite, Execute, Rhyhorn, Tangela, Electabuzz. I don't think it's been confirmed shiny. I don't think a lot of people have actually confirmed a shiny Electabuzz in the wild.
I was gonna say, I think they would have flexed it in our Discord, honestly, with how many people we have.
Yeah, and then Ammonite, Aerodactyl, Murkrow, Trico, all of those are shiny available, so there's not a much difference on that. It's nice because the pool at least gives you the chance to get a shiny availability in any shape or form. Especially the Aerodactyls. The Aerodactyls has been actually amazing to see in the wild.
It's been beautiful.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've seen like 3.
I see every time there is like the right weather, they just keep on spawning. I'm just like, yeah, this is actually pretty nice.
Speaking of which, check.
All right, so that is week 1. Week 2 will be complete 275 million battles to unlock Mega Houndoom in Mega Raids. So this is basically what the event is gonna happen from Friday, September 11th. At 8 a.m. to Thursday, September 17th at 10 p.m. Use your Mega Evolved Pokemon in gym battles, Team Go Rocket battles, and trainer battles, excluding the Go Battle League, of course, because Mega Evolutions are not in Go Battle League yet. If trainers complete the 275 million of this event before the event ends globally, they'll unlock Mega Houndoom in Mega Raids, just like we mentioned before. So the features for this event, Chris, and everybody listening. It's all about Mega Beedrill. Yeah, they did say that. You can receive Mega Beedrill Mega Energy by completing the event exclusive field research tasks when you use Mega Beedrill in gym battles, Team Rocket battles, and trainer battles. Okay, during the event, you'll receive a temporary CP boost. Okay, that's kind of nice. So that's interesting. I mean, we already know Mega Beedrill is actually pretty good, and it actually hides up into the the legendary CP boosts and everything. So it's kind of nice to see that it's actually going to even be an increase on that. And Beedrill is still a bug type Pokemon, but it's still a Mega Evolution, so it's pretty nice. I'm probably gonna be only using that when it comes out. So probably by next week I'll actually have it register in the Mega Dex and everything. So
I do want to say really quick, I saw in Jay Pharmacus video, just to credit them, that once you Mega Evolve them, you cannot power them up. So it does tell you the CP before you Mega Evolve it.
Yes.
So make sure, if you're trying to get it in Great League, make sure you check the CP, please.
Yeah, so I was actually trying that earlier too. Well, not earlier, but earlier in the week. I was trying to get a Weedle with a specific amount of CPs to go into the Great League with the Mega Evolution.
It's got to be so small.
It's hard, though. It's hard to get it to the 1500 because I had like 2 almost ready to go. But even one extra power up just put it over the 1500 mark. So I was like,
Exactly.
this is not easy. This is not easy to figure out unless somebody already posted like the whole chart of when or what CP will be the best for Beedrill to have. We won't know unless you give a try and error on that.
I think they updated a few of the IV checkers. I think it's in Calci and stuff and Pokegenie.
Okay.
I have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure they added it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't really checked the Mega Pokemons in Pokegenie for sure, so we'll definitely have some more information if it comes out for that. So, just like I mentioned before, the Mega Energy will for Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise will be in a limited event exclusive free research. So all of that part will be throughout the entire month of the events of the Mega events. So probably won't say it again after that because you already got to that point. So the following Bug-type Pokemons will be appearing more frequently in the wild: Caterpie, Weedle, Paras, Venonat, Scyther. We're getting word that Tingle Rocket will be using different Shadow Pokemon during this event as well. Be sure to Mega Evolve Vidro before you take on Tingle Rocket. We'll see what kind of Pokemon they'll have Shadows this time around. What are you hoping for, Chris? Because I see that you're looking into this distance.
For a second, I thought they were going to have Shadow Bugs. But the fact that they said make sure to Mega Beedrill for this event makes me think it's going to be Grass Pokemon.
Right.
But I don't know. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Like, what Grass Pokemon could be, like, super exciting for them to put in?
Maybe one of the new ones, too. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad to see new Shadow Pokemon from newer generations than older generations.
Dude, they just added Whimsicott, but they just throw Shadow Whimsicott at us. Oh,
that'd be
my
cool.
God.
That'd be cool. I didn't mention all the Pokemons in the wild. I did say Pinsir, Ladybug, Spinarak, Wurmple, Kricketok, and Burmy.
Okay.
Oh, Burmy. Okay, never mind. I was like, what? That makes sense. Be on the lookout for raid and battle focus time research during this event. So there will be raid research and there will be battle focus research. So maybe that's when we'll actually see the Mega Energies pop up a little bit more. But we won't know until the actual event. And if you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny Ladybug.
I'm fine with that.
I'm okay with it.
It used to be a really good PvP Pokemon, but not anymore.
Yeah, at the same time, it's not like the most exciting shiny to catch. I think that it's one of those that has like the different color palette, so it's not doesn't give you that much of a difference until you catch it, or until you see the little sparkles.
It's like the difference between Garchomp and Garchomp shiny.
I know, right? Like it's like that one meme. It's like, can you tell me the difference in these two pictures? They're the same picture.
It's the same Ladybug.
I know, right? All right, so, and then we have the last week, which actually this one says, complete the Mega Evolution team time research story to unlock an extra treat during Halloween. So Halloween is around the corner, which is a month away. I know a lot of people who like Halloween are already going crazy about it because, I mean, we're in 1 month and all. So, but yeah, so this is what is going to happen. So from Tuesday, September 22 and at 8 a.m. To Monday, September 28 at 10 p.m. local time, become buddies with your Mega Evolved Pokemon and spend time with it. Be sure to take snapshots with your buddy and share them with us on social media using this hashtag GoSnapshot. During this time, Pokemon that are large in size will be appearing more often in the wild and in raids. Mega Evolve your buddy and give it a treat to have them appear on the map for comparison. Can you guess which one is taller, Ferret or Mega Charizard X?
I think I know.
Yeah. We will also be releasing a time research that at the end of September to usher in the spooky season. So the whole, Ferret and Mega Charizard X, if you guys don't know, Ferret is actually huge.
Oh, yeah.
So if you actually...
I'm just double checking.
Yeah, I know. Well, you can actually go to the Pokédex and check that if you want to. It's actually really interesting. We're going to go to the Pokédex right now for all of you to see. The Ferret is...
Yes.
Yeah. I knew it. Like, Ferret is like huge for some reason. I don't know how you would compare the two.
It's like the meme of the giant person standing next to the small person, like 6 foot, and then 5'11". But it's like 4-inch difference between a rat and a dragon. Oh
And
no.
well, fire type Pokemon, not dragon, but you know what I meant. Actually, no, Mega Charizard
Fire
X.
dragon.
Mega Charizard X
Fire
is
dragon.
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so that's pretty cool. What is the features for this week? Of course, spend more time with your Mega Evolved buddy. Mega Evolved Pokemon will stay in Mega Evolved form for 3 times longer, increasing the 4-hour window to a 12-hour window, which we hopefully will see that change stay because we love to have it for a longer period of time. Puffing duration will be doubled during the event. So, I mean, if you want to spend money, puffing will actually be pretty nice.
I've
Pokemon.
been saving money.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I have one right now, but I think I have to finish up my Garchomp before that happens. I don't think I will, but it will happen somehow. Pokemon that are large in size will appear more frequently in the wild, including Doduo, Alolan Executor, Y, Pinsir, Lapras, Snorlax, Ferret, Wobbuffet, Mantine, and Skarmory, which at most every single one of them is shiny available. If you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny Doduo, shiny double head.
Ooh, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that too. Find Pokemon that are large in size in raids throughout the event. So I'm guessing we're going to see a large amount of Pokemon in raids. There will be an increase in Vidril Mega Energy received from field research, which is nice because I thought that we were not going to have that many for them. You can receive Mega Energy. Okay, I already said this like 3 times, but Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, event field research, all that stuff. Be sure to take a Go snapshot with your Mega Evolved buddy. You might even have a surprise encounter with a Pokemon with the same species. Interesting. So
That's a good addition.
So I don't know, maybe just like something like, oh, you're gonna take a snapshot of your Mega Beedrill. We'll just spawn a Beedrill for you there. I'm like, okay.
I mean, I'm predicting it'll be something like Charizard. You get Charmander,
Right.
but maybe I'm hoping it'd be kind of cool to have just a shiny Charizard spawn on a Mega.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Definitely. And then complete the time research during the event for a chance to unlock a time research during this year's Halloween event that features Mega Gengar for the first time in Pokemon Go. That's actually pretty cool. I like Mega Gengar.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I know, it's a beautiful
Especially the shiny.
I know, so good. But yeah, so that's basically all the information. The other ones, of course, are the bracelet, which is available in the shop. We mentioned that earlier. And then the special research for Mega Beedrill, which we already have and completed at this point. So if open the game and actually do the research, that's what my advice to people actually listening to the podcast. So so those are the events that they announced the day after the podcast ended last week. So thank you so much for listening to that, because there's still more news to come and more stuff to talk about, definitely. So Chris, what's our next piece of news here?
For those of you playing on older phones, I'm sorry. Pokemon Go is going to discontinue support for these following systems: Android 5, iOS 10, and iOS 11, as well as iPhone 5S and iPhone 6. That means those of you with alt phones, you might need to upgrade. I'm sorry.
So this is actually something that we knew it was coming. Earlier in the year, or somewhere in the beginning of the summer, they did mention that they wanted to discontinue these types of phones and updates to iPhone and Androids. However, they did say that they were going to wait a little bit longer, and I think the reason why they did you know what I meant. It's because GoFest was just around the corner, and if they discontinue those types of phones, they were not gonna have the chance to play unless they get a brand new one. Plus, the announcement was kind of unexpected when it comes down to it. They said, they're only taking a month or so left for them to switch phones, and that was right around GoFest in that regard. So I think that's the reason why they didn't discontinue it then. But they now actually, yeah. So aside from that, because of the news of that, they did, give a little extra time for the players to actually say, hey, this is what's going to happen. We're going to have to actually change phones soon. Let's start looking to our options before the actual full announcement once again. And the thing is, it won't discontinue until October. So once October hits, that's when the update will go live. But then, unfortunately, we'll discontinue those phones and devices in that regard. So Make sure that, whatever you guys are, you are listening to this, if you are listening to this, Android 5, iOS 10, iOS 11, and then iPhone 5s and iPhone 6 will be discontinued after this October's updates. If you guys want to know exactly why they're doing that, well, the reason is because developers do have to apply their updates to almost every single phone available out there for the game to function. If they have to worry about older versions, then that cuts on to their time of actually updating for the newer versions, and at the same time the fixes and everything. Now they did say this, that trainers using affected devices will no longer be able to access Pokemon Go, including any accumulated Pokecoins or collected items on their accounts. When the version 0.189 update goes live on mid-October, not even the end, mid-October, we encourage trainers to using the listed device to upgrade them if they wish to continue playing Pokemon Go. Note, even if you are able to install and run Pokemon Go on such devices after the release of the version 0.189, will no longer be able to provide support if you run into any technical issues. So just make sure that you are updating your phones. The best I see is they just get something cheap, but it's something that it will just run the game in that regard. I'm not saying just go ahead and you buy the brand new phone out there. I'm just saying just be ready for an upgrade. Even if it's the smallest one, you'll see a change in that regard. So yes, so that is that piece of news. What else we got here, Chris?
Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, I'm actually excited about this. So if you guys didn't know, they did release a box for remote raid passes for 1 coin. I believe it was like right after the podcast last week. I don't remember, but they're actually going to be dropping another one, which is pretty darn exciting. The one that dropped not too long ago is going to be available until September 30th, and the one coming up is going to get dropped September 10th. I don't know if that has an end date, but I'm assuming September 30th for both. So make sure you grab them.
Yes, so this is a nice little addition and a little welcome in for everybody who wants to do remote raiding with their friends. The one that's already in the shop, it's available until September 30th, just like you said. The one coming up in the next few days will be for September 10th. You can only purchase it once, guys. It's only one bundle, one Pokecoin, really easy to get. If you want to go ahead and leave a Pokemon in the gym, you'll get a coin after, maybe an hour, 2 hours, even less than that at that point. So 1 coin is really easy to obtain. Just make sure you do that if you want to, because the bundle is now. However, you do have to know that to be able to purchase the remote raid passes, you have to have 2 or less remote raid passes in your inventory to be able to actually access it. If not, you won't be able to do it, and you'll basically lose this deal once it goes away. So make sure 2 or less remote raid passes in your inventory for that reason to get it. All right, so this is actually kind of nice, and this is actually welcoming for the people working at Niantic. We do have a Niantic's week break vacation. It's stated in their official Niantic post. And I wanted to mention it because the next topic after this is going to be a little bit of a rant. But I wanted to make sure that you guys are aware that this is what's going to happen. So I'm not going to read word for word of what they said on their actual blog post, but it says Niantic's week off for employee wellness. After everything they have done throughout this period, we also recognize the importance of health and well-being of our employees. This challenging situation for a lot of people, and it's more important than ever to invest in our mental health and wellness. To that end, we're giving our employees the week of September 7th off to recharge and disconnect and take time to take care of themselves and loved ones. Taking this extra time off will help our team rest and reset and bring everyone for more great experiences upon our return. To support players during this time, we will have a limited operating staff continuing to work, limited operating staff continuing to work, and we're happy to share that we'll be providing those Niantic with equivalent paid time off later in the year. So basically they said, we'll only have a limited time for them to actually, fix whatever problems there is or support for Niantic support or Twitter or whatever they have. Plus the game itself. So if there's something wrong in the game, they at least will know about it because they have some people working on it. However, most of the employees in Niantic will take at least a week of September 7th off, which is actually starting tomorrow. So that entire week, that's when they'll definitely be like, you won't see as much Niantic support coming in and talking about things happening in the game. So it is welcoming. It is nice that Niantic is taking care of their employees, because at the same time they have taken such a long huddle in the last few months and weeks, and especially since the pandemic has started. They have worked from home. They have been dislocated. They haven't even gone to their office in the last few months and everything. So this is welcoming for them, because I mean, as much as they love the game as much as we do, they also are human behind those computers. They are also human behind all the people that they talk to us in social medias or anything. They're also human when they release updates and everything like that. There are real people working on here, and I'm glad that Niantic is giving them the time that they need to recharge and come back with full force on what's come to next in the game. That Pokemon, not just Pokemon Go, but Wizards Unite and other games that they have. So it really is welcoming, and I want to say, of course, hashtag thank you Niantic if you guys want to go ahead and see, because it's nice and welcoming. So
I think the timing of it is perfect too, because it's right before holidays when everyone's going to be playing. Mm-hmm. So don't have to worry too much.
That's definitely true. It's nice. I think I'm actually, for at least my workplace, I'm actually off, not this coming week, but the following one after that. So I'll have a little time for, plan on my own things and everything, but that's also, for myself, and, I got to spend the PTO. So, so that's good. All right. So yeah, that's, just like I said, thank you very much. Well deserved to the Niantic employees. Go out there, have some fun, go to the beach if you can, safely, please. You guys are still in a pandemic. So, but yeah. So, real quick, I wanted to talk about, I know the disheartening of the community when it comes to Mega Evolutions and how the release have come through. Now, we talked about this since the actual beginning of the release, and we said, okay, we know, the feature itself is, needs some work, needs to update. We need to see the changes in the game soon and everything like that. So what I'm going to be talking about, at least, is just I want to make sure that at least our viewers, our listeners, know that everything that they do it because they have a way and plan of doing things. Mega Evolutions definitely could have been a better release. I can tell you that much 100%. It could have been a better release. They could have tied it to different mechanics in the game. However, that is how we started. And yes, it wasn't the best release in the world, and we definitely, spent more than we should have spent to actually get Mega Evolutions and everything. I'm pretty sure that somebody in the world would have been able to do it free to play if they were allowed to. But I kept seeing all this Twitter, well, I mostly go to Twitter to see this kind of information, of course. But whenever I see people saying, oh, this is the worst, this is what needs to be changing, why are you guys doing this? You guys are doing money grab. You just worry about the money and not the players. That's not true at all. That's definitely not true. Niantic has a way of working things, and now I don't work for Niantic, and not even Chris works for Niantic. I know some people that are affiliated with Niantic, and they work hand to hand to them, because they worked the butt off for the last 4 or so years since the game released to get to that point. And that's the thing when it comes to just trolling or just saying that the game is the worst thing that can ever be done. It's hard to see the community such a division from this update, that you have the side that said, okay, the game is understandable. We probably won't do as many raids, but we'll still play the game. And then there's the people who said, oh, this game is dead, we're never going to play it again, you guys are trash, things like that. It's kind of like, why do you feel like it needs to be done when why do you think that the game needs to fix right there and then, when we know that Niantic is listening to us, to the community, on a daily basis, 24/7, they're not stopping, they're listening to us, they're looking at what it's right and everything. That being said, there are so many people out there that say, we need this and we need that, and please give us this or give us that right now, because you guys have been ruining the game since the beginning. It's like, you are not entitled to do, they're not entitled to do anything with the game unless it's what's right for them and the community. Now, because the pandemic has started since the beginning of the year, a lot of people have, or at least a lot of us, the players, have been getting a little too entitled to new features, or entitled to, you should do this to make sure that we are more comfortable throughout this pandemic and everything. Now, Niantic has worked their butt off for the last 6 months to get us to where we are right now. Remote rating has been the best addition in the game. Invites has been the best addition in the game. The ability to have at least one Pokemon spawn in your when you open the game at the first thing in the morning is a thing. Free Pokemon bundles in the shop. We have one coin Pokemon bundles every other time. We have bonuses. We have reduced distance. We have more damage in raids. We have increased distance to gyms and Pokestops. Remember, you couldn't even reach the Pokestop that you had at work 6 months ago because it was too far away from you, and you couldn't do anything from then on. So everything that Niantic has done with the well-being of the community. No matter how much you look at it, they have done enough, and well more than enough, to give us what we needed in the game. Now, Mega Evolutions could have been probably a better upgrade or a better release to it if the pandemic wasn't out there. So they had to adjust what Mega Evolutions would be in the months ahead, or in the months coming to Mega Evolutions. So we knew GoFest was going to happen. That didn't happen, and only happened globally, but it happened virtually. But before they had, I'm pretty sure they had the whole entire plan at this point. They said, oh, we're going to go this, we're going to do that, this is how we're going to release this, and things like that. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Now, I wanted to make a point real quick, aside from everything that I've been pointing out at this point. If the pandemic wouldn't have happened, remember, if Mega Evolutions would have actually been a thing, the way that they release it right now, then you wouldn't have to actually go out and go with the community and play. This time around, you're actually able to play because of remote rating and remote invites. If it wasn't for that, remember, you'll have to scour the entire wall or your entire community for mega raids. Say, hey, we need this mega raid. We're gonna do this. We coordinate it just like we used to do a year or so back, or 6 months back, because all of this was happening. But then that means that everybody who wanted to play the game and get the mega energy, it would have taken them even longer to get it. It would have been insane. We would have been in this point where we have almost close to maxed out mega energy for Charizard if it wasn't because of remote rating and remote invitations. And for the love of God, don't tell Niantic to say we need remote trading. If I can assure you 100% that is never going to happen in the game. Why? Because that discontinues the purpose of Pokemon Go in its own entirely. Now, they did say that remote rating is a thing. We don't have to worry about regionals anymore and everything. They're gonna do limitations. In time, there is going to be limitations on where you can raid for this specific Pokemon. So let's say they put Heracross into raids for Mega Heracross candy or Mega Candy, and we're like, okay, so now everybody in the world can get a Heracross, and everybody can get their Mega Candy. So what's the point of regionals at this point? What is the point of regionals? The point of regionals is to be able to visit those places and actually get the Pokemon assigned to those regions. If they do it to remote rating, then that defeats the purpose almost entirely. There's no point of actually traveling anymore then. There wouldn't be a point, but I understand because of the pandemic, we can't really go out that much. But things are starting to slow down, and the world is changing back to not an original normal, but at least a new normal that we're going to see soon.
Oh, yeah. So I definitely agree to that.
So what makes you think that Niantic is not going to revert back some of those features that they have actually implemented because of the pandemic back to the original states of what Pokemon Go core values are, which is go out, play, catch, and communicate with the community. That's basically the core mechanics of the game entirely. It's just not the same right now because of the pandemic. So when it comes to that, regionals are going to stay a thing. Just give it a little more time. We'll go back to traveling and seeing blog videos from all the content creators and see how they catch these regionals and everything like that. It's just disheartening to see that the community is so divided over this. And again, we're gonna see changes, and this is actually tied into the next point that we're gonna talk to you guys about. But Chris, do you wanna maybe add on to anything, or do you wanna actually say something about it?
Oh yeah, I think too many people are seeing that if they rise up together, that they can squeal enough, and Niantic will give them what they want. I don't think it's gonna happen for this though, buddies. I'm sorry. Um, as much as everyone would love it, it's just not something that would benefit the game in the long run.
Mm-mm.
Because you wouldn't have a reason to trade with somebody from another country too much if you don't care about the geotag.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's so strange to me.
Yeah,
I
it's
yeah.
no. Go ahead. Do you have anything more?
Um, Other than that, not too much. Just stop crying. Take what you got. I mean, they're doing the best they can.
Yeah, definitely.
They're legit the people that people are using them as an example for what to do during a pandemic.
Yeah, I agree completely. They have to follow the rules. They have to follow what's best for the community in both what is happening now and in the future. There's really something to say that the future of Pokemon Go is still a bright one as long as the community can give them the right feedback to what the game needs and what the game wants. So the community, I know that maybe I'll batch on many people in the future for sure, and there's many people out there that they say maybe it's time to take a break. Maybe it's time to take a break from Pokemon Go. I understand that because the game has been getting too crazy, and but there's also the point of the fear of missing out, what they call FOMO. You'll miss out on this event if you don't do it and things like that. So, but again, guys, Pokemon Go is just a hobby that we love and we play just like everybody else. So I just want to point it out there that I am on the side of the community, but at the same time I'm on the side of making sure that the game will work in the long run for the futures to come, because Pokemon Go can stay as long as we see more generations in the main series games, but we'll definitely see more and more updates and things to come when it comes down to it. So we just have to think of the future, guys. We have to think the future of this game, and the only way to do that if the community pulls together to the right to share the right feedback for the game, So, whew, all right.
I mean, it's that we're here to check each other and say, hey guys, you're kind of no, don't riot against that, please.
Definitely. So, for anybody listening out there in the future, just make sure that you understand that this podcast, the people behind, working for Niantic and everything, they're doing the best for the game itself, for the community, and for the future of the game itself, because they'll have to get paid somehow. So, screw that last part. Don't worry about it. All right. So, turning into what I was saying, there are now some changes happening in the Mega Raid system. That's just like I said. They are listening to us. So this is what they say, and this is what they're noting out right now. So trainers, after listening to your feedback, we made the following changes to Mega Evolutions. The Mega Energy requirement to evolve a Pokemon that has already Mega Evolved before has decreased. So after your first Mega Evolution, which costs 200, and it still stays at 200, let's say a Charizard Mega Evolve X, if you want to evolve it again, instead of being 50, it's going to be 40. So that's going to be a nice little change for future evolutions to come. So if you want to evolve them more than a couple more times from then on. And then the amount of Mega Energy that trainers receive from winning Mega Raids has increased. So before we had a cap of 50 or 55 when doing Mega Raids. However, that changed since the release of this note on September 3rd. Now we can get up to 90 if the speed is correct on the Mega Raid, and the minimum of was it 40, 50? One of the two. The minimum that somebody can actually get is,
I think it was 35.
35? No, it was 35 before, but the new one is probably, I think, 40 or 50 depending on it. So if you do it fast enough, you'll have enough to do one Mega Raid or one Mega Evolution after making 3 raids, if you do it fast enough. If you do it slow enough, you'll be able to do at least one Mega Evolution after the initial one. So, when it comes down to it, it actually is a great increase. Now, here's a few more things that they're going to adjust and they're working on implementing for Mega Evolutions. Number 1, walking with your body to earn Mega Candy. So they are thinking of implementing the Mega Evolution energy to the body system, which it's what we thought it was going to happen, but we're welcoming that at least that's something that they're working on for the near future. Number 2, more ways to earn Mega Energy through research tags and other gameplay. So we already seen it in research. Maybe we'll see it in gym battles or training battles or Team Go Rocket battles. Anything of those systems or even trading in that regard, you'll see maybe coming up. We'll see when they implement the change to the game, And then earning bonus candy when catching a Pokemon that share a time with a Mega Evolution Pokemon. Just like, the Mega Evolution candy that we have, if you earn extra from catching the same species more than one time, maybe a bonus increase on it. And that will, give you more chances to get that Mega Energy for that reason. And then they said, of course, thank you for your feedback as we continue to update this feature. Stay tuned. We'll share more information on the ongoing development process. So let me get a little bit of water here. Just like we said, they are listening. So they are making the changes. It's going to be little by little from here on out. But they're definitely going to be changing to see a more free-to-play aspect of what Mega Evolutions is. And it's nice. It really is nice. It means that no matter what happens, the community is always the first to know what's going to happen in the game. Chris, any opinions on this?
I'm really excited to see what they mean by other forms of gameplay. I mean, we've already seen that it's been implemented into the quests, so I'm interested to see if there's other ways it's implemented. Because 5 here, 5 there, I don't know, like fighting a gym for Mega Candy, or at least a chance at it, that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, definitely. There are some people talking in the chat that's something about C moves. Now, I can't see what C moves can do right now, just because even though, definitely they should be coming up next year, I don't know how they're going to implement something as big as that when it comes down to it,
I don't know if I can even imagine something like Dynamaxing coming to Pokemon Go, because that's kind of what raids already are. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I was going to say that too.
Yeah.
Gigantamaxing and C moves are definitely going to be interesting. That's when I think there will be, at least in our opinion, and speculation, that's when I will know we'll see a change to the battle system in the game. If they implement C moves, then we're definitely going to see something that's going to change Pokemon Go forever in how we battle Pokemon and all this stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see. We're definitely going to see what we're going to do. And what would actually be kind of amazing that I just thought of? If we actually have gym battle system or gym leaders. Like Brock.
For badges?
Yeah, for badges. So you have to battle this certain amount trainer for certain X amount of times to be able to get this badge that will increase your ability to do this. It's kind of like the same as, if you think about it, Totem Pokemons in Sun and Moon kind of have the similarity of what Mega or raids are in that regard, Just, a big Pokemon in size, and, you have that specifically. It's probably the same when it comes to Gigantamaxing, but, Totem Pokemons get an increase in their stats. The same for Gigantamaxing, so we kind of already have that. C moves are still something that is going to be interesting to see.
I would love to see more characters.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have to be repeating. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, there are some epic months here and there that say that Professor Will is going to have a guest coming up soon somewhere. We don't know yet. It just says, guest number 1 or 2 and all that stuff. So if they implement more characters into the game, we'll see them in the coming months. I'm not going to say probably not in the next month or so, just in the coming months. But yeah, no, that's definitely a nice little thing that we can discuss the sooner we get closer to those kind of events. All right, Chris, what we got next?
Dude, I'm super hyped for this. If you guys didn't know, 2 Pokemon won the Community Day voting, and the number 1 was Porygon. So we're going to be getting Porygon on September 20th, 2020. From 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time. and I'm super excited. It's beautiful, shiny. The move is fantastic. Very hype.
All right. Yes. So Porygon has Community Day has been fully announced, just like he said on September 20th. So from 11 to 5, another 6-hour event, thanks to everything that's happening. The features include Porygon will be appearing more frequently in the wild. If you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny one, which we know and love. The shiny Porygon is good. Evolve Porygon 2 in the version up to 2 hours in the event to get the exclusive move Tri Attack. This will be the first time this attack is available in Pokemon Go. In trainer battles, Tri Attack has a chance of lowering the opposing's Pokemon attack and defense. So basically will be like a superpower, but for the opponent. If you think about it,
Interesting.
Yeah. So
You know what I just realized?
What?
They're adding Doduo, and he probably gets Tri Attack too for Dotrio.
That is interesting. That will be interesting. Interesting.
Just food for thought.
Yes. So continue on. We have the snapshot feature, which if you take a snapshot, I'm pretty sure Porygon will be appearing. If you're lucky, it can be shiny too. There's a special one-time purchase September Community Day box available for 1,280 Pokecoins featuring an Elite Fast EM, 3 Incest, 6 Lucky Eggs, and 30 Ultra Balls. I feel like they're trying to prepare us for something with the 6 Lucky Eggs for sure. And then we have the $1 equivalent, of course, to your currency. Special research that will be appearing called Decoding Porygon. Work alongside Professor William to learn all about Porygon and a Pokemon made completely out of a programming code and its substance evolution. Stay tuned when the ticket goes for the Decoding Pokemon Special Research goes live. Bonuses for this community day will be 3 times catch experience, and then says activation during the event will last 3 hours. So definitely something to experience is not something that like a lot of players like us that are level 40 don't need. However, we do know that the level increase cap will be changing sometime in the near future. So we don't know how it's gonna work yet. We just know that they're preparing for something. So we'll see how that one implements it once it comes along. So
$1 for 3 incenses? I'm in.
Yeah, definitely.
That's for me.
Oh yeah. However, a lot of people are actually probably asking the only way to evolve Porygon to Porygon 2 and then Porygon C is through the actual things that we have, like the items that we have, which is the upgrades and then the Sinnoh Stone. How many upgrades do you have, Chris?
Oh God, you're gonna hate me.
Oh God,
I never delete them.
Oh God, please don't tell me you got like 50 or something.
Dude, I have 47. 245 Sinnoh Stones too, so I'm gonna have many Porygon.
Holy Jesus. Dude, I can't say the same thing for you. I actually have only 5 because I made the choice of only keeping 2 of each evolution item. Whenever I get more, I usually just delete them. Of course, I've been keeping my upgrades since then, since the announcement of Porygon. I do have 14 Sinnoh Stones. I have deleted some in the past, so things like that happen. However, a lot of people don't have the upgrades or Sinnoh Stones, but there will be a way to actually earn the items needed to evolve Porygon. So leading up to and during the September Community Days, be on the lookout for the following opportunities to earn the items needed to evolve Porygon and Porygon 2. During the Mega Battle Challenge event week from Friday, September 11, 8 a.m. to Thursday, September 17 at 10 p.m., all trainers can earn an upgrade and Sinnoh Stone by completing the event-timed research. So that's another good way to get the upgrade and Sinnoh Stones. We're probably going to get up to 5 depending on what they say. On September 20, all trainers can earn up to 3 upgrades and 3 Sinnoh Stones by completing the timed research task. So that's on the actual event itself. So that's pretty nice. Which 3 is kind of nice because 3 and 3 actually consists of getting the family there.
Oh, yeah.
And then trainers who purchase the ticket for September's Community Day exclusive special research story, the Decoding Porygon, can earn an upgrade and a Sinnoh Stone by completing the research. So during the Mega Battle Challenge, which is actually next week on the 11th, will be able to earn a lot of upgrades and Sinnoh or up to an upgrade and Sinnoh. So that's 1 and 1 of each. And then on September 20th, when the special research comes out, or the time research comes out, you'll earn 3 more. So that's up to 4 for each. And then the one, if you purchase the ticket, you'll have 1 more each again. So that's 5 of each type of evolution items for Porygon.
I don't need that.
Okay, okay, Mr. Hoarder. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but that's actually pretty nice because that means that it helps out the community, especially to get the specific types of items that we need for that. I am losing my mind right now.
It's nice.
Yeah,
They are rare items.
They are. You also can get them from 7-Day Research. Sometimes you get it from spinning just stops itself, but if you're lucky enough on those. But yeah, that is Porygon Community Day. Coming up pretty soon. It's coming up in 2 Sundays from now. So that's pretty nice. And we'll definitely be talking about it in the podcast when it comes out. So we'll see. That is most for the news, but there is one more that we're gonna be talking about it in our Get Good, Get Wreck PvP section. Here we go, Chris.
Let's do it. I'm super excited for Go Battle League Season 4, buddy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, I do want to mention this before we actually get into the announcement. The Flying Cup that we were supposed to actually come on the Season 3 is actually postponed until Season 4's Go Battle Night, which is September 20th. Wait, is it September 20th? No, it's not September 20th. We'll talk about it in a second. We'll talk about it.
I believe.
Yes, so we'll talk about it in just a second.
24th.
I know, right? It's like, I knew there was like a day I'm missing somewhere. But yeah, so Go Battle League Season 4 has been announced, guys. It is only a week or so away. We're definitely having Season 3 final change to all 3 leagues coming up this Monday. It's going to be really interesting because there's a lot of good Pokemons out there in the Great League that people want to try. But Season 4 will begin Monday, September 14 at 1 p.m. PDT or equivalent to your region. As Season 3 of Go Battle League finish up, here's a lookout of what to expect on Season 4. So your rewards, of course, will be your Elite Charge TM if you rank Shrine 7 or higher on Season 3. And then this will be similar to the rotation from Season 3 to Season 4. And if there's any updates, of course, they'll let us know. The Great League will run from Monday, September 14 to Monday, September 28. And then Ultra League and its Premier Cup will run Monday the 28th to Monday, October the 12th. Master League and its Premier Cup will run from October 12th up to October 26th. And then the all-new Halloween Cup will run from Monday, October 26th to Tuesday, November 3rd at 1 p.m. And you can see more details about the Halloween Cup in the news, of course, which we'll talk about in a second. All 3 leagues in the Premier Cup with no CP limit will be available on Tuesday, November 3rd up to November 9th. And then Season 5 will begin on Monday, November 9th at 1 p.m. PDST. So real quick before we actually get on the news of the Halloween Cup, guys, we do have, of course, the Great League, the Ultra League, Master League, and then the Halloween Cup. I'm surprised that the Great League doesn't have its Premier Cup Great League. This was a nice little addition to both Ultra and Master, but do you think there's a reason why they haven't actually done it, or they will do a Premier League for Great League yet?
I think they like how diverse it is, and honestly, it's not necessarily the legendaries you have to watch out for. It's Pokemon like Azumarill, Skarmory. So I'm interested to see if they close the meta in other ways, like you can't use any Pokemon higher than 1400 or something crazy like that. That'd be insane.
There's not many legendaries that are just top notch in the Great League anyways. Like the best ones you can think of is Registeel. If you get a good if a good Mellow, which still gets destroyed, but a good Meta-Relevance. Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, which unfortunately Moltres doesn't really have a scene in the Great League or anything. and things like that. There's not many other ones aside from Relic Mew or the mythicals that they can actually be in the Great League if you have the right CP on it. So when it comes down to it, you don't see a lot of those in the Meta-Relevance, and probably why the Great League is just such as diverse that we knew since the beginning of Pokemon Go PvP. So yeah, that's a nice little thing. I mean, I do want to see maybe a meta without them, but we probably see them a lot without them anyway, so there's not much difference in that regard. So yeah, so that's the available time, so make sure we'll definitely continue on talking about it when the weeks come. But here is the Halloween Cup, starting from Monday to October 26th to Tuesday, November 3rd. In this format, only Poison, Ghost, Bug, Dark, and Fairy type Pokemon will be available. In addition, you can earn encounters with Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, all wearing Halloween costumes. The Halloween Cup will have a CP limit of 1,500. Now, we had something similar in the Celt Arena prior to this. So we know that we probably have a lot of Pokemon that are actually pretty good in the Great League Halloween Cup. They are already powered up and ready to go. However, there are some Pokemon that maybe you want to watch out for, and we'll definitely be talking about this in the next part of our segment because we want to talk about a little bit of relevance on the next few cups that they're talking about here. Then you can expect, some of the following to stay the same in Season 4. The walking requirements are still, not there, so you don't have to walk to do battles. The friendship level requirement for remote battling, QR code, things like that. Pikachu Libre will continue to be a rank 7 reward. No, I'm sorry. Avatar items inspired by Pikachu Libre. Avatar items.
Oh,
I was like, okay, hold on. Let me read that sentence again. Avatar items inspired by Blue from the Pokemon RPG will continue as rank 10 rewards, so no more Steven.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So no more Steven on those. The win rewards for Pokemon encounters will remain the same as Season 3, and as a reminder, the Pokemon encounter rewards is as follows. Pidgeots starting at rank 1, which is nice for the Flying Cup. Galarian Zigzagoon at rank 4, Galarian Farfetch'd at rank 7, Ruffle at rank 8, Scraggy at rank 9, and Pikachu Libre starting at rank 10. I'm pretty sure I'm never going to get to rank 9 at this life. But there's actually way more information to come. So what's new on Season 4? Rank progression will be changing in Season 4. You can reach rank 2 by completing a certain number of battles and reach you can reach rank 3 through 9 by winning a certain amount of battles. You still need to reach a rating of 3,000 to reach rank 10, similar to the past Go Battle League seasons. The end of the season rewards will be similar to Season 3. Stardust from rank 1 to rank 3, Stardust and TM and Ray passes from rank 4 to rank 10. If you reach rank 10, you'll earn the brand new avatar pose, which I think is the blue, but I think it's something else right now.
The fact that it says you'll earn a brand new one makes, and the fact that it didn't say you can get the blue and the avatar pose makes me think it's going to be another one, which I'm actually scared now because I really want that pose. Want it.
Yeah, there you go. If you finish Season 4 or 7 or rank higher, you'll receive an Elite Fast TM rather than Elite Charge TM. So yeah, definitely some changes again. Each season they change it between Elite Charge TMs and everything. The Go Battle Night, which we mentioned before, on Thursday, September 24, from 6 p.m. to almost 12 p.m. at night, local time, or 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. local time. You can experience the all-new Flying Cup during the limited time Go Battle League Night event. What are the features for this Flying Cup? Well, I'm glad you asked, Chris, because you never did.
What are the features?
What are the features? The Flying Cup will be available in this format. Only Flying type Pokemon will be allowed, and the CP limit is 1,500. So we did say that we didn't know what the CP limit was going to be. Now we know. You're able to complete 20 sets of Go Battle League battles up to the regular 5 sets to a total of 100 battles that night. I'm guessing that we're definitely going to... when is Thursday 24th? Okay, I'm probably gonna have to really plan it out if I want to get to do all 100 battles that night.
Oh, it's gonna be insane.
Indeed.
I think the battles are gonna go pretty fast though.
Oh yeah, especially for the Flying Cup. You'll receive twice the Stardust for winning battles, completing the sets of battles, and ranking up in the Gold Battle League. So, twice the Stardust is kind of nice. And then we also have Pidgeotto evolved to Pidgeot during the event to know the exclusive. Well, I don't want to say exclusive. They didn't say exclusive. They did say the move Gust. So that's interesting. Not a lot of people have talked about it, but we'll see how it goes once it actually comes around. And then there's also the following new attack will be added to Pokemon Go. Brand new attack aside from probably Gust, but okay. Lunge. This bug type, a charge attack, will lower the opponent's Pokemon's attack. Initially, when this attack becomes available, only Masquerain and Galvantula will be able to learn it. Galvantula is already a pretty good Pokemon, right?
Yeah, I think it would definitely be better on Galvantula. Masquerain, I don't think it needs it. It has Bubble Beam. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you could use it instead of Bubble Beam.
Yeah, I mean, it does lower the attack of the opponent, and is that the same thing that Bubble Beam does?
Yes.
And this,
exactly.
And this one does stab. It's a stab move for bug types.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of nice to have it for Masquerain at that point, So you always gotta think, if a Pokemon's type coordinates with a new move, then that means that Pokemon will have a staff with that move if it's the same of what another move used to do. So that's pretty good. Alright, so the following attacks have been updated for the trainer battles. Bug Buzz. This bug type charge attack now has a chance of lowering the opponent's defense. Flame Charge. The fire type charge attack now deals less damage and will raise the user's attack, which is, quite welcoming. It will be probably like similar to a power up punch for flame.
It
flame
used
Pokemon.
to be a horrible move.
Yeah, it used to be for sure. We do have Signal Beam. This bug type charge attack now has a chance of lowering the opponent's attack and defense. I was actually watching VGC earlier, and I did see the Signal Beam and something similar was lowering the special attack of the Pokemon and things like that. And so I was like, this is pretty cool. This is actually similar to that now. So along these updates to existing attacks, the following Pokemon can learn attacks they couldn't before. Vespiquen and Signal Beam. This bug attack, I can't even say the word anymore. Bug type attack is a perfect fit for a powerful Pokemon like Vespiquen. So Vespiquen is going to have Signal Beam, and it's not going to have that chance of lowering the attack and defense of the opponent, which is stab too. And this is the most interesting part of it. We're also excited to give you a sneak peek of the next season, which is season 5, not 4, but 5. Season 5 will be shorter than previous seasons, at just 3 weeks long. So 3 weeks of season 5. Additionally, ratings won't be in effect for this season. You'll progress through the ranks by winning a certain number of battles. We hope to see trainers try out new strategies, test different battle teams, and prepare for season 6.
We're reaching rank 10, boys.
That's what a lot of people have been saying for sure. But so season 5 is basically going to be a prep season for a lot of the people. Be able to prep their Pokemon, try out different teams, and they don't have to worry so much about rating throughout the season 5, especially since it's only going to be 3 weeks long.
Dude, it's actually going to be a race.
I know, right? So definitely something that we're going to see in the future, but once it actually comes out, we'll definitely see how things will go for season 5. I do want to try some good things and not have to worry about rating. It's actually so stress relieving when it comes down to it, and not have to do so many battles in that regard, So it's kind of nice to see, kind of in that regard for sure. So we'll see how season 5 will fare out. If we reach rank 10, then we're finally gonna get Pikachu Libre. Thank God.
It's been too long.
It's been too long, dude. I gave up on that the moment they announced it after that. So because I was like, I reached rank 10 preseason. Then after that, I never really tried afterwards. So, but it's nice. It will be nice when we see about that. We'll definitely keep you updated when it comes down to it. So that's all the news for season 4, guys, and coming season 5 too. So we'll see how it goes. Make sure you get your battles in. Make sure you go battle 9 if you want to go 6 hours of go battle. Neat. That's going to be interesting for sure. But yeah, Flying Cup, Halloween Cup. There's a lot coming, right, Chris? Are you really excited?
Dude, it's actually really exciting that they're doing this. Oh my gosh.
I know, definitely. But yeah, I do think we have just a bit of time to talk about the Flying Cup Meta-Relevance. I do have PB Poke open up here for everybody to see. And of course, it will be a 1500 CP limit. We do, thanks to PB Poke for always having our backs on this. But those are the Pokemon that you will most likely see in the Flying Cup during that night. Mantine is a great Pokemon for sure, but it will get destroyed for electric types. And Molga, which is a brand new addition to the game, will definitely be a more budget version of Zapdos, because it actually reaches 1500 a little bit easier, and it's pretty good in that regard. Maybe not budget in Stardust, because you actually have to go higher to 1500 in that regard, but still kind of nice to actually be obtainable aside from Zapdos, Of course, Aerodactyl, because we have something to say, Chris?
Yes. Sorry. The fact that Zapdos needs Thunder Shock, if you don't have a Thunder Shock Zapdos under 1500, you're going to need that elite fast gem. So definitely go for a Mogo, guys.
Yeah, a Molga, since it doesn't have any restrictions. There you go. So, Zapdos is another one which is kind of nice, but having to do what Chris just said. And then Skarmory, which we know is a welcome star Pokemon in PvP in all regards. Mm-hmm. So do be ready. Those are at least the top 5 Pokemon that you'll see in the Flying Cup, and PB Poke is a great addition to if you want to actually test out some things and everything. They do have a simulator too, so if you bring out your battle and things like that, will help out. There's
Get your Aerodactyl now, please.
I know, right?
That's all I'm guessing.
And then we have also the Halloween Cup. Some Meta-Relevance, of course, we did say Azumarill. We have Beedrill, well, it's Shadow Beedrill, Golbat, Mawile, and then Umbreon. Remember, the types of those Pokemons are depending on, the fairies and bugs and poison and all those types. So make sure that you are ready for those, because you'll probably see those. Mawile is going to be an insane Pokemon against your bug type, so be careful with that. And Azumarill is just all around together in incredible Pokemon when it comes down to it. So, any more information for us, Chris?
For the Flying Cup, have an Aerodactyl. That Rock Throw really does put a hurt on any of the Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Even the ones that beat it are just going to take massive damage. So do what you can.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Just be careful what you put out there, and don't lock yourself on a flying Pokemon that's going to get destroyed by your counters. So, because there's going to be counters for sure. But yeah, I think that's really all the information that we have for you guys today. It's been a long podcast already, and I definitely need to get this done here, guys. So bear with us. I do want to say thank you to the chat for coming in. Of course, once again, Papercut didn't join us. Landon, thank you very much for joining us. And then everybody else who has been talking in the chat. I know we do actually try to talk to the chat at a long time, but we try to also get to the news, and there's also a lot of information when it comes down to it. We'll definitely have more interactions for you guys in the coming days or the coming podcasts when it comes along. So thank you for listening. If you, of course, keep on wanting to listen to us, we do have our podcast services: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and soon many other podcast services like Amazon Music and more. So make sure you check us out. We also have our social medias, myself at PureLarryGo, and then Chris at Christo0517, or Pokemon Trigger, please. The Trigger Boy. Make sure you do follow us on that, and then of course you can email us any information or anything you want to tell us. We do always welcome anything like that. Email us at purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. You can also text or voice messages at 941-417-9243. And then of course, if you want to leave us a review in those podcast services, make sure you go ahead and do them, because we would love to see more people come in for the podcasts. Don't forget to check us out at the Professor Network at PurifiedPodcast.com. Chris, take us away.
Yes, sir. Okay, it's been a wild ride. Hope you guys are excited for what's to come to Pokemon Go. I'm definitely excited for all the battles coming up. Hope to see you guys on the battlefield so I can show you guys how it's done. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy your day and definitely catch your fair share of Pokemon. I'm super excited for the events coming up, and I know you guys are too. So tune in next time so we can show you guys what else is going on. Peace out.
Have a good night, guys.